Good morning. Good morning. I'm kind of a mess this morning. I got in the shower, didn't do anything to my hair, etc., because I'm going to go to the gym, and I also have tennis tomorrow morning. So there's no need to get all fancy pants. Before I go to the gym, I want to get a couple of things done. I need to, let me just show you because there are little messes here and there. I have this mess going on. I'm trying to fit as much as I can in there, but I really need to redo it. I don't like the way it is. And I've got all these cute little things here that I could put in there, but I just need to revamp that. So I have to get that done. So that will clean that up. And then these are boxes that need to go. These were apple bowl boxes. Pardon me. And then I need to clean all of that up. And I need to clean my screen. Hold one moment. Oh my gosh, that's way better. Now you can see. So these things need to be put away. And I want to take the leaf out of here. I want to put a tablecloth just to cover this. I need to clean all of that up, get that styled, and then again, start working on looking for a table, a rug, a chandelier, get this cleaned up. I did get a message from someone wanting to see the inside of my cabinets and kind of get some style ideas. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to style a cabinet, but I will give you some tips and tricks. So this is this cabinet. Like I said, I'm going to put as many things as I can in here and then get it to look better than it does now. This one's kind of a mess right now. It's kind of a catch-all. And I want to revamp this one also. I have some old Crocs that I might put in here, thin this one out a little bit. So there's that one. And this one is turning out to be my favorite one. I think the color of the bowls against the wood is so pretty. I love how this turned out. I added a couple plants that I want to share with you today. I also added some little wooden elements there. And then this is also another plant I wanted to share with you. And I bought these carrots from Walmart a long time ago. Every Easter, I look to see if they put them out. And I should do a search because I've got 3 of the big ones that I like to use in decor. And then I have the little ones here. They are so stinking cute. I can't take it. This is another cabinet we have in the living room. And I kind of need to revamp this a little bit too. I need to put some greenery up there. But I would say out of all the cabinets that I have, some of these pieces are my absolute favorite. This is one of them. This is a yellow bowl strainer that I found at a consignment store. This little guy I absolutely love. It's a custard cup. And this, I love those. I also love all of these old weights, these small bowls that, let's just say I love everything in this cabinet. And finally, there is this cabinet. I am going to put some kind of white in the back just to make the brown pop. But in this cabinet, I primarily have the majority of my pitchers and some of the spongeware and then all of my mugs. And a lot of these are my favorite too. I love these cute little pitchers, creamers. I think they're just wonderful to look at. And let's go on to styling. Keep in mind, I'm not an expert on this. I just know what I like and what worked for me. So the first tip is to make the shelf that's eye level the money shelf, the most important shelf. That's where people are going to hone in first. You want your prettiest pieces there. So I'm going to take all of this down and put the pretty pieces. My pretty pieces I consider I love this dough bowl. I think this is so pretty. It's in good condition. I also love this bowl. It's very unique. I don't have any like this. And then I might throw in this piece. Hold on. This is one of my prized possessions. Not sure why, but I love him. I'm gonna pick my prettiest bowls, put them here, and leave space so you can see the back. There needs to be some contrast of the darkness versus the light, or light versus the darkness. The cabinet in the living room, it's all brown. That's why I need to put white in the back to make it pop. But I'm gonna take this big bowl, put it in one of the corners. I'm gonna grab the stack that was in here before. I took one out because you always want odd numbers. I'm gonna throw this one in here where the dough bowl is, or I might flip-flop that. Let's flip-flop it. And let's see what it looks like. Nope, don't like that. Let's move this back. And let's put this guy here. Something like that. I changed up some stuff. I put the dough bowl here. I want the spout to stick out, so I don't know. I gotta mess with it a little bit. Maybe like this. Take this guy and put him back here. And then maybe something small there yet. I'm not sure. Nope. I don't know what here. You have to mess with it. I'll leave this for now, and then I'll start working on the other parts. I'm gonna leave this one as is right now. The bottom is the heavier stuff, the stacked stuff. That's why I have all of these things stacked. And now that I can see it, I have this bowl that might be cute sitting out somewhere to give it a little bit of interest. So I'm gonna pull this one out, lay it here. Let me see what else I have in here, because I might be able to use some of these. Remember the time that I went to I have three of the same. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I like that one too. That one's very different. So I'm gonna leave this one out also. This is what I've gotten so far. I found this bowl. I think I showed you this one. And then I went out on the dining room table, and there was this one. So I think instead of the round one, I'm gonna put this one up here. And I'm gonna put this tall one here too. So I can see the back, I can see tall things. It looks proportioned, and it's in groups of threes, which odd numbers are the best. I did find this little guy. He's the same era, whatever, as these. So I put him here. I did find some wood things that I put in this bowl. And so I think those two shelves are finished. So I had to take a dance break. Fool If You Think is Over came on. And I ran upstairs in one of the eaves and grabbed these little brooms. These were my mom's. So I put a couple here. Let me flip the camera. I was really hoping that I could use a lot more of this, but this is what I came up with for now. I might change this out in a couple of weeks. So I've got the row up at the top balanced. There's some background color from the cabinet, so that's good. I've got this row. It's got my favorite things. I love that bowl. I tucked some other bowls back there. I'm still leaving the brown to shine out, the brown background. And then I threw a little bit of greenery in there and threw some potato mashers up in that bowl. I added these for a different color because this color are in these, and it's in this bowl. So I just kind of threw them in there. And then this is the base, this is the heavy part. So I put all the stackable bowls. I can probably stack a few more in there, but I also laid these here as well. I was up in the eaves getting some stuff. I want to put something different on the top of that cabinet. Guess what I found? A completely full bin of more apple bowls. This is the only one I had left. That was it. I was so proud of myself. Thinking I put all of those in there. Look at me go. And I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining because I love these apple bowls. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe I could mix, I might, let me think. These would be really pretty mixed with the green. So let me undo all of these. The good news is there's not much, and I found some pieces I totally forgot about, and I emptied another box, which thrills me because the rest of the apple bowls will go in this cabinet, so it's perfect. But let me show you what I found. So this is what I found. I have a lot of these. This one's a different top because this one's painted. The other ones aren't. I have this pattern. That's some kind of adhesive I can't get off the bottom. This is a new pattern or a different pattern. This is also what? This is another pattern. I've got these. These are newer. This is from an Ohio Watt Fest, 1999. And I have this one. I've got something like that right there. But I've got 4 patterns. I've got this one. I've got the apple. I have this one. And 5. And then I have this one and that one. So somehow I'm going to shove more of those in there. Not sure how, but I will. And then I'll show you when I get it done. I really want to get this cabinet. My goal is to get everything put away and cleaned, get to the gym, work. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. I just asked ChatGTP which ones are older, because if you notice, some of these have the leaves with the stripes, some don't. The ones with no stripes are older. And then these are newer, which I'm glad to know that because I had no clue. I saw that there was a difference, but I just didn't know. I was on such a, what are you doing, Buggy? Come here. I was on such a creative run that I didn't go to the gym. I just kept going and going because once I hit that streak, it's like gold. You have to just keep going. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym now, and I wanted to show you a couple of staples that you can use in your decor every year. I shared this last year. I'm resharing it again because I think it is so adorable. It's a little bird planter, and I think there is a little plug in the bottom, so if you want to use a real plant in it, I think it is so cute. With faux plant of any type, this right now is less than $11, and it is solid. I want to say it's stone, but I don't think it's stone. It's probably cement of some sort, but they come in all different animal types. You can get a frog, I think a cat, but I just think this bird is so cute. Here are a couple of other plants that I bought this year. This one, I think it looks like mint, and I really like this one. I use this one over on my Lazy Susan. I'm very careful when I have my candle lit, but I think it looks real and it looks really cute here. Then I grabbed these 2 plants. I'll show you where I'm using these. These look like maybe rosemary or thyme. I can't remember. And then I grabbed this faux fern. I love ferns. They're one of my favorite faux plants to have. I'll show you where I'm putting this one as well. I use one in here and I just drop it down in there, and then to hide that, if I don't want to see that, I just pull the little rosemary, it is rosemary, these little branches down, and you can't see it. You can't see the edge. And I just think they're such great, doing this one-handed is hard. These are just such inexpensive filler plants that you can use every year. And I actually use the other one in here. I just dropped it down in that pitcher and then pulled the little stems out. That's what it looks like. I got this fern off of Amazon as well. It is so light and airy, and that's what I love about this. You can manipulate the stems to be fuller, and where I use it is it up here, again in this old bean pot, and it just gives the right amount of color and texture. And I did forget to mention that there are several different colors to indicate new or old ferns.